Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Jason Saunders Show. We've got episode number 39 approaching. It has approached us. It's like when we're driving in the dark, we've got those headlights on, really bright, and then you see a deer, and the deer's like, "What the heck? There's a car in front of me with bright lights." That's what's kind of going on with this episode. It's like, whoa, it's here. It's episode number 39. It's happening. We've got a special event. And before we share these video games to the video game gods above us, such as the PlayStation gods, the Game Boy gods, the NES gods, the Super Nintendo gods. Yes, the all-powerful video game gods. We are going to show you, or I am going to show you, some PlayStation 2 collection video. We're going to do part 1. And there's some good things in here. Some good things won't be happening. So let's do this on the Jason Saunders channel. And once again, I just did something there on the side. Welcome all my subscribers, and to newcomers, I welcome you guys. There is some good things here, some fun and exciting things. If you want fun and excitement, continue on to the videos, because there's some good stuff. All right. Here's a good one to start off. We've got Gran Turismo number 3, A-Spec. This game is, it's amazing. I remember this was one of the first games on the PlayStation 2 that I had played, and it amazed me, It amazed me with the graphics and all the crazy car reflections, and this was the big jump, from the PlayStation 1, from the PlayStation 2, and what a jump it was. Yes, it did a little hop there. I thought that it needed it for extra effect, and it was very deserving of this. That's why I decided to do it. Yes. Awesome cars, awesome tracks. The menus kind of got a little crazy, in this one. You got all the car manufacturers, and you're kind of going through all that stuff. But anyway, other than that, it's a really solid game, and it still looks nice. It still looks great. Try this out. I have no idea how much it would cost these days. It cost me $2.99 back in 2009, so I have no idea. It might be more, probably more. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, there's that one. And then here's a classic, Dragon Quest 8. Yes, Journey of the Cursed King, which also came with a playable demo of, Final Fantasy 12. So pretty cool. And again, these games have amazing music, amazing cel shading graphics. It's very pretty on the eyes, It's like you're playing a cartoon. And just some solid stuff. Some solid RPG time goodness on that game right there. And here's a cool one. We've got Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex, which this was kind of more based on the animated animation. Yes. Animation is animated. Good job. Good job, Jason. Good job. Yes. But it's from that series, and it's a good one. It's a good game. Probably one of the more stronger Ghost in the Shell games. Not that there's a whole lot out there. I think there's probably another one or two out there somewhere. I think they had one for the PlayStation as well. And I think that was more kind of like first person, I think. But this game's really cool. Cool action game. And then we've got some Ridge Racer 5. Pretty solid game. And I remember I didn't have a PlayStation original growing up. I have one now. But I a friend had the original Ridge Racer, and it was impressive. It was really bringing the arcade back home. It was like, wow, this is amazing. And yeah, this game's pretty good, pretty solid. Then we've got Gran Turismo 4, the real driving simulator. This, again, is another excellent driving game. And, with prettier graphics. And here we look in the back. There's over 700 cars spanning a century of automotive history. It's a lot of cars crammed in there. I don't know how they did it. There's some magicians somewhere. I mean, the guys that made this, they're magicians. And they collected all the vehicles. They smushed them all in there with a magic wand. Abracadabra, presto, changeo. They're in there. Onimusha 2. Samurai's Destiny. Cool game. It's like Resident Evil, the classic games meets Samurai Warriors. Pretty much. Cool game. And it's got like puzzle elements and lots of samurai goodness with swords and ninjas and all that stuff. It's all in there. In one nice, comfortable package. We're not talking about that package now. The package in the game. Yes. And then we've got the Onimusha Warlords by Capcom. Where it all began. And this cover is cool. I like this one a lot. Yeah, very cool game. Same sort of thing, Resident Evil, kind of like those, got those static background screens, screen by screen sort of thing, third person game. We've got an Atlas game. This is Shin Megami Tensei Persona 3. This game is probably one of the stronger Persona games, and I think this one's actually worth quite a bit. This is a good one to have. Have I beaten this? No, I have not. And yeah, it's a challenging game, but it's a lot of fun. Very story-driven. Anime crazy character dudes at the scene, crazy colors and all that stuff. And then we got a PlayStation 3 game in here. How did that get in there? Anyway, I might as well show you guys. Time and Eternity. It's a cool anime game. It's actually really neat. I want to actually play this now that I found it in here. Yeah, it's got like drawn 2D art. And it's an RPG game. You're roaming around. You play as 2 characters, and they both wield guns, and it's pretty neat. But back to the PlayStation 2, because that's what it's all about. We've got Arcana Heart. This is a nice, solid fighting game. This is pretty cool. Kind of like Guilty Gear, every fighter has their own sort of powers and fighting techniques and stuff like that. Crazy combos again. Very cool. Yeah, if you find this around, pick this one up. Very, very awesome indeed. And this is a cool gaming compilation. Taito Legends 2. Here we go. Here's the Bubble Bobble dude right in the middle there. But it's got like Darius, Gaiden, Puzzle Bobble. It's got like Arabian Magic, Bronze Adventure, Liquid Kids, Elevator Action Returns, which is a good one. That's a pretty cool one. Growl, all sorts of cool stuff. Violence Fight. I don't know what that one's all about. It's probably something to do with violence and fighting. Who would have guessed? Yes. And then we've got... Ew. Got some dust on there. A big clump of dust. Nice. Nice. PlayStation 2, The King of Fighters Collection, the Orochi Saga. This is cool. You've got, the King of Fighters 98, 97, 96, and 94, and 95. I don't know how I missed that one. But yeah, that's a pretty cool collection. Very nice to have. Yeah, it's a good one. And then we've got Eternal Poison. Again, another Alice game. And again, there's some clumps of dust on these. It comes with a soundtrack. This game is pretty cool. It's it's a hard one. These games are pretty brutal in the difficulty. You know, you play them and you're like, all right, I kind of got what's going on, and then you get a little further and you're like, yeah, I don't got what's going on. You know, and I'm getting like defeated every time, and it's pretty brutal, but fun though. This game I think has gone up in price. I think it's one of the more expensive ones. I'm hacking. I had some coffee. That's kind of what happens with me. I have coffee and then I hack for like an hour. It's great. I should probably stop drinking coffee. But we've got Onimusha Dawn of Dreams. This is this one's the fourth game to come out. And this game's probably the strongest out of the four. Actually, there was five because there was like a Smash Brothers sort of game with the Onimusha characters. Yeah, this game's very cool. The graphics are insane. Choose from all 5 new playable characters. So this was the first game that you could do that. You know, I think there was the other games you could kind of like at parts play as certain characters, I think. It's been a while, but yeah, I think so. We've got Rumble Roses. This is a cool wrestling game. It's an all-female cast. It looks amazing and plays fantastic. That's what it says. And yeah, it does. Yeah, pretty solid game. And here's another Tales game. We've got Tales of Legendia. Yeah, this game's really nice. It kind of plays almost like the earlier Soul Calibur games. Like that sort of like when you get into a battle, it's kind of got that, you know, that mechanic where everything's kind of happening and going on. There's no commands. You just kind of, you have like your buttons that you press, or you've got like, you know, your shortcut buttons which do like the magic stuff. But yeah, this game's a lot of fun. And I don't know. Does it get talked about a lot? I don't know. But yeah, it's a cool one. Nonetheless, I like it. Games are falling again. Valkyrie Profile 2 Samaria. This game was like the last little bit of the PlayStation 2's life cycle. But man, the graphics are very pretty. I mean, it matched kind of like what the Xbox 360 could come up with at the time, because Xbox 360 just came out when this was out, and very pretty RPG game, kind of some crazy background 2D art, 3D-ness going on, I guess, some 2D slash 3D. Goodness, slash. All right, Suikoden Tactics. This is a cool game. There was another, 3 Suikoden games, I think, that came out for the PlayStation 2, but this is kind of like a side game. And it came with a limited edition Suikoden soundtrack, which was a nice little thing to have. And these all had nice manuals, too, full-color manuals, usually. Some of them were black and white, but you knew when you bought a game, you were getting a manual in there. So those were the days. And here's one of the stronger fighting games on the system, I would say. Guilty Gear XX Core. Very, very strong, awesome fighting game. Crazy characters, crazy weapons. Craziness all around. And here we go. We got From Russia with Love, starring Sean Connery as James Bond. And yeah, he did the voices on this one. And man, it wasn't that long ago when Sean Connery had passed. When was it? It was probably, I think it was 2 years ago in 2020. I think I actually just seen something on him. I think he passed away on October 31st or something like that. or October 30th, somewhere along there. But I always loved his movies. You know, strong actors. Strong. I mean, as James Bond, you know, he was awesome. And I think the first movie I had really made an impact on me with Sean Connery was, oh goodness, The Rock. You know, I think that was, yeah, that was the one with Nicolas Cage and Sean Connery. And I think it was the first movie that I had seen with Nicolas Cage. And ever since then, anything with Nicolas Cage, I had to see, you know. Nicolas Cage and Sean Connery were up there. And then we've got Wild Arms 4. Again, more dust here. We got some nice fancy dust. Ew, grossness. By Xseed Games. Very, very cool game. And Resident Evil 4. I played this nonstop. I think when I bought it, I think I beat it in a few days, and also including the Ada Wong chapter. Can't. I think I had Sean Connery on the mind there. How does Sean Connery talk? Oh yes, the Resident Evil 4. Yes, Sean Connery here. Yeah, but this game was amazing. It originally came out on the GameCube, and the GameCube version actually didn't have the Ada Wong chapter, the extra edition. So this is the better game to get, for sure. And yeah, it was amazing on the PlayStation too. It was amazing on the GameCube too. It was revolutionary. It's still considered, I think, one of the top Resident Evil games. Seriously. And then we've got Art Tanelico, Melody of Alemia by NIS America. One of those collector's editions. What comes with the full color art book, and yeah, pretty neat. And then we've got Star Ocean Till the End of Time, or is it the beginning of time? Maybe they should do another one called that one. Yes. This game's really cool. I think it's one of my favorite Star Ocean games, actually. It's hard, though. There's some points where you're going to need walkthroughs. It's pretty brutal. And then we got Red Ninja End of Honor. This is kind of like Tenchu. Actually, it plays a lot like those Tenchu games, those stealth ninja games. Sort of the same thing. But you play as this main character here, and yeah, it's difficult, but you can. It's cool. It's cool. There's a lot of sneaking around, crazy stealthiness stuff. And then we've got Mana Khemia 2 Fall of Alchemy. Yeah, this is another NIS America. Yeah, I don't know. Are they still making Mana Khemia games? I don't know. I don't think so, are they? I don't remember seeing them as of late, but they used to make a whole bunch of them for the PlayStation 2. I think they might have made some for the PlayStation 3, but I can't remember. And then we got Clock Tower 3 by Capcom. This game's kind of freaky and scary. Yeah, I think Clock Tower was originally out for the PlayStation. It's a scary little game. You got like some crazy psychos after you, and you're like this high school girl or whatever, and yeah, you're just trying to survive getting chased by this crazy guy. And then we got PlayStation 3 game in here. We got Wanted, Weapons of Fate. This was a game based on a movie. It's all right. It's not too bad. But then there's that one, and that it will be part the end of this part. I don't know what I was trying to say there. And yeah, so there'll be a part 2 coming out soon, and yeah, there'll also be another video on. I gotta finish the PlayStation 3 stuff as well. So yeah, there'll be more videos along the way. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for watching my stuff, and thumb it up, ring a bell, make a comment, any of that stuff. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Jason out.